14 minutes. All right, folks. Greetings. Welcome. Today we're going to be talking about one of my new favorite products from Centerpoint, the Centerpoint Sniper Elite 385 crossbow. Not to be mistaken with the Mercenary or the 370. This is the 385. And the reason why I chose to do this is because you can go onto YouTube. You're not going to find a 385 Centerpoint Sniper Elite 385 crossbow review. And I think it's about goddamn time that they did a review. Somebody did a review for this. So let's dive right into it right away. I'll make it short. I'll make it quick. The Centerpoint Sniper Elite 385 crossbow package was a great deal. I got the 4x32 millimeter scope, which I don't like just because I have to constantly make adjustments to it, especially using a laser bore sighting tool. I've got the cocking cables here. We have the whisper silencing system on the limbs and on the string itself, which is awesome. The string is 34 inches in length. I could be wrong. I'm not looking at my notes. Fuck my notes. It has the adjustable stock, the pistol grip, the oversized finger guard with the adjustable foregrip attachment on the front here, the attachable and detachable arrow quiver, which is awesome, the stirrup. But what I really like about this crossbow is the fact that it holds up to the name. The Sniper Elite 385, shooting 385 feet per second at 185-pound draw weight with 131.5 foot-pounds of energy. The power behind this particular crossbow is one thing that kind of caught my eye. Not just the name, not just the fact that the camouflage, the all-black sleek look, the aluminum lightweight 7.9-pound system, and the single bolt riser, but the fact that I'm getting away from traditional archery. I'm stepping out of my comfort zone and going from compounds, the traditional vertical crossbow compounds, like the Hoyt Excel that I have, the Darton Apache, the first gen Darton, or my dad's Darton 1997 Darton Maverick compound. But what makes this crossbow really interesting for me is the fact that I have that adjustable stock on there, and the pistol grip and the ability to hold it. And with what I've noticed with a lot of things is I like having the stock out a little bit more versus zero versus all the way out, because it's easier on my muscles, it's easier on my arm, and I'm able to get a more steady shot with this particular crossbow. The bolts are straight carbon, which is what I like, because over the years I've shot with aluminum and they've always bent on impact, and have had some real devastating impact on bone. So I went with carbon. Obviously, I'm not going to use wood because I don't want to be chewing wood on my meat, my steaks, my back straps, whatever it is that I'm hunting. So I stick the carbon arrow is a great feature. The anti-dry fire system is really nice for safety features, which now to anti-dry fire system is on. I know you heard that click. And what that anti-dry fire system does is when I go to pull back, it's not going to lock in place with that anti-dry fire system on, which is a nice feature, because in order to turn it on, I don't know what is, I have this nice little lever system right here, which I have to go here, and now I'm able to cock this back and knock a bolt and be able to shoot. Once the string is locked into place, it automatically will go on to fire, locking it into place until you are ready to shoot. But as you can see, I cannot get it back into fire unless I hit this switch, which is a really great feature. I really love that. I love the power I love the look. I love the design behind this. Centerpoint really did a great job with this. But again, the only thing they could do better is the scope. Again, the reason why I mentioned that is because I laser bore sight a lot of my archery equipment along with my rifles. And what that means is I take the tip, I got one here, is I take a laser attachment tool and I put it right at the end of this arrow here, which when that laser dot is on, it shows me exactly where the bolt is going to go or where my compound arrows are going to go. And then I can make the proper corrections on my scope or my pin sights or my sight master's manual sight. I can make my adjustments accordingly for my 20, my 30, my 40, my 50 yards. The 4x32 has a four level reticle, which again is a nice feature for good distances. If I can just get it to just right there, right there, that 4 level. And now after some practice today, I was able to get my that very top one, what would be my top one, to be dialed in at 20 yards. Now I'm good for 20, I'm good for 30, 40 and 50. I might be a little off, but it's not going to be too horrible as long as I know where I'm aiming. Another great thing that I love, again, is the power. I can't stress that enough, that this particular crossbow has a lot of power. So I went out and I ordered this arrow mat. And again, as you can see, it's solid rubber. They say foam. This is rubber, but it's nice. It shows you where all the major vital organs are, including behind the ribs, the shoulders, and everything else. And as you can see, after a little bit of practice, I have just right there, but after some shooting, I have very good grouping, and I have very, very good and deadly lethal shots at 20 yards with this particular crossbow. Now, I might upgrade to a different scope. It depends on what Centerpoint sends me. They have a wonderful customer service. They have a wonderful tech support. I told them the issue I was having with my scope. They gave me the information that I needed to send this scope in, and they are going to issue me a new one, and I'll have to resight it in from there. But again, for being a first-time crossbow owner and shooter, I'm very impressed with the Centerpoint Sniper Elite 385. I had a Barnett at one point, but the True Glow sight that had the multiple brightness levels and the 3 dots, I didn't like that too much. It was a horrible scope. I couldn't get it sighted in for anything, even manually. So I stuck with the bow. I ditched that right away, and I stuck with the traditional compound bows, especially the Darton Maverick from '97 that my dad has, the Hoyt Excel, and the Darton Apache. But then this year, for my birthday, I went out and I ordered this brand new crossbow, and I've been toying with it all season long. As of June 11th, 2021, here in Wisconsin, I was at 3 months before season opens. And now that it is it's past my 90-day grace period for archery season opening, the countdown begins for me. I'm going to be going out into the field more often with this crossbow to practice more with it, because that's what us archery hunters, bow hunters, gun hunters, deer hunters in general, that's what we have to do during this off season. It doesn't matter our scent lures, our scent covers, but going out and practicing with the equipment that we're going to be hunting with is very vital to any hunter in general. So, but with this crossbow, is I'm building confidence, and I'm building getting familiar with the ins and outs of this, especially with this 14-inch power stroke shooting system that's driving that 185 draw weight, pushing those bolts at 385 feet per second. That's over, just for some of you that don't know, 385 feet per second is equivalent to 260 miles per hour. That's power. But again, I really love this crossbow. Again, Centerpoint did an amazing job with this design, with the aluminum system, the lightweight. Like I said, 7.9 pounds. That's all this thing weighs. And it's durable. I can't wait to get out and actually start shooting some deer with it. As you've seen, based on my targets, I've got good grouping no matter where I aim. I'm hitting vitals all day, every day. So if you're looking into a new crossbow, or you're looking into getting into shooting crossbow for archery, my recommendation, get the Centerpoint Sniper Elite 385, spend some time with it, get out, shoot. That's the only thing us archery hunters can really do, is spend time shooting. Practice, practice, practice. Build the confidence with the tools that you're going to be using during hunting season, whether it's your arrows, your bow, your crossbows, whatever the case may be. You want to get familiar, and you want to build the confidence with yourself and with what you are hunting with, because it's better to make the mistakes in the off season now than to wait until September to January, which is Wisconsin's archery season, from September 11th to January 1st, depending on your county. But from September to January is the archery season, with gun season, youth hunt, disabled hunts, muzzleloader season. You can still use archery equipment all season long for those 4 months.